In today's video, I am going to be breaking down the Toronto Raptors Transition Offense. Some of the things that they do work extremely well at the NBA level, but will also help you as a player and a coach at the high school and even youth level. So let's get down and let's check this out. Okay, so in this first play, we have Fred VanVleet who comes up with a massive steal against the Bucks. Now, at this time, he's looking down court right away. He turned, started dribbling. This is not always the case in, of course, youth basketball. However, if you do start dribbling, you need to be looking down court. This is extremely important, and we need to be running all 3 lanes. There is 3 lanes when it comes to basketball in a fast break. There is obviously the sideline lanes as well as the middle lane as well. And this is because this will allow you to space the floor. Here we have a quick pass over towards that right side, and then what we do see is the ability for Pascal Siakam to finish. However, if this was to draw up these defenders earlier on, let's say they may not have seen Boucher, because of the spacing, this could have been a pass to Boucher for the layup or dunk. But instead, Siakam was able to finish. Anytime that you're able to come up with a defensive steal that we have here, what we should be looking at is right away, don't look to dribble necessarily. Dribbling is okay, but if you can look down court first, you may just see that a player is absolutely wide open for the dunk. But I just really want to point out really quickly what led to this fast break, and that was the trap in the corner. You really want to try and trap players in the corners of the court, whether it be obviously the baseline and sideline or the sideline and half, because when it comes to the trap here, what you're going to find is if you can't allow a player, or if you disallow a player to move forwards or sideways, they obviously can't move back. That would be over and back, and they can't go out of bounds. You have now essentially trapped that player. Also, when you make steals like this, let's say you're off balance, you got hit maybe, just chuck it down court. Hope for the best, because if you're falling, you don't want to be caught on the ground with multiple players from the other team surrounding you trying to grab that ball from you. So if you've got the strength to be able to chuck it down court before you fall, definitely you could lead some fast breaks without really meaning to. Always try to get your passing hand or your hands in the passing lanes, because that can again disrupt those passes. And notice, as soon as he gets that steal, he's looking down court. He wants to also lead with his pass. That was not necessarily leading right there, but again, we are spacing the floor. We have this player who's going towards the left side. We have Scottie Barnes who's going towards the right side. And look where this player, the trailing player, he is now moving to the middle of the court. Remember the 3-man weave? Yeah, you always want to fill those 3 spots, and that's going to allow you to get some open layups or dunks as well. Here we see Scottie Barnes looking down court and noticing, hey, I could just start dribbling, which is fine, and get that push forward. Well, guess what? That one dribble allowed him to get at least the ability to see Fred VanVleet, again, spacing the floor against that one defender, and from here, he's able to get that alley-oop through. Now, this might not necessarily be the case at the youth level. What this player could do at maybe the 10 or 11 or 12-year-old level is by attacking that player and then dropping off that pass to that secondary player on that side. Again, getting another steal and looking to space that floor. Here, because he was spacing the floor, Delano Banton is very good, very long. He's able to keep that defender between himself and the player he could pass to, and because of that, he's able to finish. Always looking to push. In a fast break, you need to be attacking the paint. Whether it's with the ball going down the middle and the wings who are coming, attacking the paint, that is again another option. But if you have the ball coming up the sideline, you really, if you're in the middle or on the sideline, you really need to be attacking the paint. And there is a very important reason why. The reason you would attack the paint, whether it's coming up the middle or not, is that's going to collapse players. Most teams who are really well coached will set up essentially a wall to disallow players to drive down the key. Or if let's say you had a player who was cutting to the rim and you got him that ball in the paint, that's going to be collapsing multiple players so that they can kick it out, as we see here, for 3-point shots. And then coming off of defensive rebounds, watch what Pascal Siakam does. He's looking right away to the outlet position. There's nobody in outlet. That means that he needs to get that ball down quick, keeping his head up, looking and scanning the court to see who is there. And then when he comes down, he is looking to attack that player, trying to get that ball again into that paint, because getting paint touches, whether it's against a man or a zone, that can really allow you to either get baskets yourself or, of course, dish out for assists. And we can really see this here in this next clip. Scottie Barnes, or at least maybe that's Johnson, passes over to Fred VanVleet. That is Scottie Barnes for sure. And when he passes over to Fred VanVleet, look at all of the eyes. 1 set, 2 set, 3 set, 4 set of eyes, all on Fred VanVleet. Is he going to go up for a layup? No, he's got 2 players who could potentially block his shot. He has a very good 3-point shooter out in the wing. He can kick that ball out, and there's nothing that defense can do to stop him because they all collapsed and paid attention to Fred VanVleet. By following these tips, by really trying to push that ball, look for that outlet pass, looking down court to see who's down court, and then trying to get paint touches so that you can collapse that defense quickly to kick it out, to get some open threes, can really help you to be able to get more points in a game. I hope that this video has helped you. If it has, hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys again next time.